a nice friendship that we have together. So on this, Emile, enjoy.
Thank you. What a great intro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm Emile. Can you guys hear me well? With the okay, all good, all good. All right, so today I'm speaking about a subject that I'm so excited about. We have, all here in the room, have been blessed with the adoption of AI. A lot of stuff like Philip was showing wasn't possible like 6 months ago. If you needed to do any of these things, you need a whole team, maybe a designer, a coder like Philip, and they're expensive. They're very, very expensive. So you can't afford a lot of them. You need a brand manager, customer support, and all these things. And now today, we've been gifted with AI, and you can have any idea and bring it to life at speed that was impossible just a few years ago. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to start by telling you that what I'm going to show you today is only being used by 0.5% of the worldwide population. 0.5%. This is crazy. And it's mainly this tool. This tool exists on every single one of your computers. Every single one of your computers has this tool. And this tool is called the terminal. For non-technical people, for us, this is like discovering fire. For technical people, they've been using that for a very, very long time, okay? So this tool is the terminal. And in this tool, you plug all your data and all your brain from your company. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So while I'm running my presentation, I'm going to show you what it could do. So I'm going to ask it to run it some of my ads. So it's going to generate me 8 ads that I can run on Meta. So I'm just going to ask it, generate ads. And as it's doing it, I'll explain to you how it's actually doing it. So I'll just like wait a second, show you like what's going to happen. So now it's thinking, and it's going to take my request, and it's going to connect with the rest of its intelligence that I already gave it, and it's going to start creating my Meta ads that I can run directly on Meta without me doing anything. But it's not magic. It's because I've done the work one time, and it's like an employee. I taught it a bunch of things, and now it can think on its own. So, who am I? I'm Emile. As Ghislain said, my previous company did $35 million in sales, and I've done it the hard way. I've done it without AI. So I've done it in the era where you actually had to speak with a lot of humans. Very hard, very expensive, very slow, very long. Today is very, very different. So, as I said, everything will run from your terminal. And let's just put some costs just in perspective. All you guys are about to run your Shopify stores. You're gonna do a lot of sales. You're going into a great journey. What would it look like just a few years ago, just to start that journey? Okay, just start that journey. You needed a brand, maybe a creative agency that costs you $4,000 a month. You probably need a media buyer, $3,000 a month. You probably need a copywriter, a developer, an email person, a data scientist. All these things could cost you like $10,000, $15,000 a month. Just a few years ago, just to do the business you're about to do. Today, almost for free. And for me, that idea is crazy. It's insane. It's the amount of power that we got back as entrepreneurs is just insane and so exciting. So one brain does it all. So what does that mean? In your brain that I showed you, the terminal that I showed you earlier, it's like an employee. It's the same thing that you guys use probably right now. You probably use Claude Code. Probably not Claude Code. Probably use Claude. Probably use ChatGPT. All these things. But what I showed you is the brain where you fit everything together. So it's the place where you connect all the type of company you want to run. Your style and everything. So you give it one time your style. You give it your type of customers you're going after. You give it all your data that, your conversion rates and all that kind of stuff. You give it into the terminal. You also give it your conversion page analytics. So it knows everything about your website. It knows that this product page converts well. It knows that your home page is not doing that well. It knows that your home page last week was doing a little bit better. And so it becomes like the brain. And by the way, I want to pause for a second because I want to do my presentation in a way where you guys can interact at any time if you have questions. So you don't keep it till the end. If you guys have any question, shoot them up. We'll clear them as we go, if that makes sense with you all. Any questions so far?
Yeah, you said that everybody's got terminals. Do you mean it's because you're using Claude or
it's in the computer actually.
How do I access terminals?
I'll show you after the presentation, actually. Yeah.
About CMD, the CMD.
Sorry?
Are we talking about the CMD?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other question?
And this is what's directly with our Shopify store?
Yeah, you give it your data of the Shopify store, and it's gonna work for you. Yeah. I'm telling you, 0.5% of the population only uses this. Literally. 0.5% of the population. Think about it. Yeah, it could do that.
What
Yeah.
if we change computer? What if we use a different computer?
So you know like how you log in Facebook?
Yeah.
If you change phones, same thing. So if you change computer, you just give it your credentials again, and it's gonna recognize you. Yeah. Yeah.
You need to configure the terminal to do that, or
Yeah, you need
some command to do?
You need a terminal. We'll show you on your computer how to do it afterwards, actually. Yeah, anybody could do it. Yeah. Any other questions?
There's gonna be some time, like in the events that we do every single 2 weeks. Those are the kind of things that we do internally.
Yeah. All good? Any questions? Shoot them up. We'll clear them as we go. You stop clicking, you stop going on specific websites. So instead of the traditional ways, you go on the meta platforms and you connect it. And you tell it, I want to target this audience, I want to do that. And you also have to learn the meta platform, right? It's long, it takes time. We don't have time for this. And then if you want to do the same thing on Google, you're going to go open the Google Ads page and spend weeks on learning how to use it. And then if you want to run a newsletter campaign, you got to spend weeks on learning how to use the thing. Now this brain knows how to speak with all of them for you. So it knows how to speak with Meta for you, and knows how to speak with Google for you, and knows how to generate your newsletters for you. So you don't have to learn all these things. Your skills now become from being the executor to the strategist. So it becomes more like a game, less than so execution, which is, again, I'm so excited by that because it used to be so shitty. You used to have to work so hard. Like, you used to learn all these platforms and do all these things, but now it's like a game. You step back and give it ideas. And some of your ideas are good, and it's gonna tell you, it's gonna give you the results, the numbers, and some of your ideas are not gonna be good. And it's part of the game, So you keep on giving ideas, and then hopefully your ideas get better over time. And then your ads gets better over time, your newsletter, your everything essentially. So that's a new skill. The old skills, what it used to be you need to be good at execution, so doing stuff, and good at ideas. And now we're entering the era of ideas. So you need to have very good ideas and be a very good strategist, which is, again, amazing. So how does it work nowadays? Everything operates in loops. That's even more beautiful. So on its own, the AI in your terminal will be able to improve on its own. And it depends how you design it. If you design it in a loop way, your terminal will be able to look at the data on your website, tell you what's wrong, propose to you ideas, and you pick the ideas for the AI. So it's going to look at your conversion rate and tell you, my God, this week we lost 20% of our conversions on that page. Something is off. It's going to recognize this on its own. It's going to propose to you ideas to fix it, and your job is to decide the best one. So that's a new skill. Before AI, you had to figure out what was wrong. You had to implement a whole analytic stack and go through data, and that would take a lot of time, and then come up with the ideas and implement them. Now, you just have to pick the right ideas to solve the problems and keep moving your business forward. So just like a game. And you can apply that at every single area of your business. You can apply that on the newsletter you send. So if you have newsletters, you put them in a loop. You make sure that every newsletter that is sent is better than the previous one. You do that on your Meta ads, you do that on your Google ads, you do that on your design of your product. So every piece of your business is constantly improving forward. And you're just behind it, acting like the strategist. So that's how you put a loop to work. Again, as I said, you can put it on Google Ads, on sites, on the email, on the research. And you can be very creative with it. You can have like a loop that search for very new products that are exciting. Maybe you have a set of products that you're already selling on your website, and that's going super well. Maybe it's going super well. Well, now you can create a loop that actually constantly finds new products that your segment would appreciate having on your website. So sky's the limit in terms of ideas now. Really, sky's the limit. Any questions? We continue. So as I said, it stopped feeling like work, and it started being like a game. And that should make you all very, very excited. Yeah, the days of going through execution and writing stuff and doing all the hard work for a little bit of results are gone. Now you can have great results super rapidly. Yeah, so I just want to compare the cost of what it used to cost you guys to start a business just a few years ago to today. And you know, I said I started my business 4 years ago in e-commerce. It used to cost us per month, just to run our e-commerce store, $21,000 per month. Just to run the e-commerce store. That's just the rent, the people working. We had to give them snacks and stuff so they can have a good lunch. We had to have activities for the staff, like restaurants and stuff. And then you had to manage them. Today it's just yourself. Today it's just yourself and the subscription of any AI tool you want. It's $100 a month. That's it. That's all it takes to start your shop today. That's it, which is insane. And by the way, you go much faster because the guy you're dealing with as an AI is super intelligent. Yeah. So, yeah. As I said, it goes from being very good at execution and thinking to only the thinking. And what we're noticing right now, it's very, very interesting. We're noticing the emergence of single people building billion-dollar companies. Imagine that. A single person building billion-dollar companies. Never seen before. Impossible to think about just a few years ago. Now, they're being printed. You got a lot of people building companies worth $1 billion. A single person from his basement having a company that's worth $1 billion. Why? Because he has 40 AI agents working for him on every department. And you have a lot of other businesses that are worth hundreds of millions being single person. And for me, that's such an interesting concept. And these businesses, not only they are scaling super fast, they're huge, but they're scaling super fast. Like for example, it took us 4 years to get to a scale of e-commerce that is very, very big. Nowadays, you guys could probably do it in 2 or 3 months. If you really, like the loops got so much faster. Yeah, now's the time where you pick what you want to build and you just make sure that you go behind it and you can get it done super rapidly. Again, instead of taking a few years to get it done, you can get it done within a few months. Any questions so far? We're all good? We're heading the end to the Q&A anyway, so yeah, so that was the end of my presentation. I hope that was insightful. And if you guys want to talk about Terminal or anything you guys need, let me know. We'll be around for a Q&A period afterwards. Yeah. Oh, you have that? Oh, yeah.
You have to install something, but it's just the terminal and put any commands.
So here's the thing. Like, yeah, it's the terminal. You put the AI command, and then you start building it from there. So you put like, it's like, treat it like an employee, right? Like it starts like a little bit like, it doesn't know your company in the beginning, and as it goes, it starts to know more and more. So you're building in knowledge. So you pull maybe data from Meta, you pull data from your conversion rates, you give it data from your website. So now it knows, and okay, it knows the conversion rate on the website, it knows the conversion rates on your Google ads, it knows conversion on Meta ads, and it starts proposing you ideas on its own. But these are 3 areas. You can even give it more knowledge. You can tell, look, my store, I want you to be very, I don't know, some people they're like, they value customers a lot. And some people have the philosophy that customers are always right. So you can tell this. You can tell, hey, in my company, I want you to behave in a way where customers are always right. You're going above and beyond for customers. So if somebody wants a refund, you give it to him easily. So you can start, guiding it in a way. So you're right that as I started my presentation, I had here. So here's the type of ads that it created by its own. Okay, these are ready to go on Meta ads. So it made its own display. It picked the picture. It picked picture from the Shopify store and created a bunch of iterations. Look at this. These are all ads that it just did during the presentation while we speak. And all this, it had it from the data that we fed it. By the way, to get these types of ads, just like a few months ago, you need a designer that works at least a week. At least a week. It's a week. She could do like, our previous designer could do like 3 of them per day. And that's if you pushed her very hard. Because if you don't push her very hard, she was going to do 2. So I needed 3. And so by the time we get like 15, it would take a whole week. So it got them all done here and ready to be tested, you know? Yeah. Any other questions?
How to connect the terminal with the store and Google Ads?
Yo, maybe you guys should do something like this in the Randmar onboarding.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see for the next workshop.
Yeah. But I can show you how.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you see, Vinny, in the course, essentially, you created a document with your ideal customer, and
Exactly.
you already started to build the knowledge base for you.
Yeah.
Because it's not the tool, it's already there. It's the knowledge base that is important. So we're already preparing those type of things for you. So when the time will be right, it's just gonna be already there.
Yeah, exactly. The tool is easy. The tool is just to click, boom, you use that. It's more of what does the tool have access to? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can we find it?
The terminal?
No, I know where to find the terminal, but it's not native to the terminal. It's,
Yeah. Then you just need a.
install something or like to enter a specific command.
Yeah. You enter the AI command. It's like for Claude, there's a command,
Okay.
and then for OpenAI, there's another one.
Okay.
Yeah. You just enter the command, and then you start giving it access. Your store, the command, the analytics, and now it's your hub.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
You have to buy a premium plan, right? OpenAI.
Right.
$200.
Yeah, it's 100 or 200, depending on which one you take. Yeah. Even the 20 apparently. Yeah. Even the 20.
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't understand how you use the terminal. You use tools or AI and terminal. You don't need to go in each page. Or Attends, je veux formuler en français.
Yeah.
Tu parles très bien français.
Ouais.
Oui, je sais. En fait, tu utilises tous les outils IA ChatGPT dans le terminal. C'est ça, si je comprends bien.
Exactement.
Tu n'as pas besoin d'aller ouvrir une fenêtre ou ChatGPT.
Exactement.
Tout ça.
Exactement.
Mais
Exactement.
tu en as besoin d'avoir des abonnements pour les autres et tous ces outils.
Ben, tu choisis un outil. Tu choisis juste ChatGPT ou Claude ou toutes les, je sais pas, c'est quoi le reste? C'est Gemini, exact.
Ok.
Tu choisis un des.
Je n'ai pas encore testé tous les outils pour voir où ça.
C'est toute la même chose, honnêtement.
Ça-
C'est
il y a
presque-
qui performe.
Peut-être un peu. Philippe serait capable de te le dire, mais c'est quoi le meilleur maintenant?
Ils sont tous bons, comme tu dis, je dirais soit Codex ou Claude Code, les deux sont solides.
Ouais. Codex et OpenAI ou Claude, ouais, mais ils sont très, très similaires. C'est vraiment comment toi, tu opères les outils plus. C'est vraiment, encore une fois, c'est toute la responsabilité devient sur le stratégiste en arrière. Les outils, c'est pas magique. Les outils veulent faire plein d'affaires, mais ils peuvent aller aussi loin que toi, tu peux penser. Ouais. D'autres questions? No? All right. I hope that was insightful. Thank you, guys.
Est-ce qu'il est là?